place, rock the 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 place.
Hello and welcome to this new episode of We Talk Audio. I'm your host Luca. I feel like I haven't said that during this season. And joining me today is Herjan Mennegat from Mennegat Trading Co.
It is.
Out of the Netherlands. He's our distributor and he's been with us for...
It seems to be 7 years now.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the best part of 10. So
yeah.
You've seen a lot. Care to introduce yourself a little bit better than what I just did?
I think started somewhere in I think 97 with the company, and already now almost for 25 years, and always been in the professional audio. In those days, with started with Marantz and then on DJ, and 7 years ago phoned by Powersoft.
There you go.
Yeah.
So 97, it's an interesting year. That's when we were switching from those big heavy amplifiers. So those Class A Bs, they're heavy. I have a couple of those in my rack, and the rack is like 75 kilos.
Yeah.
And the K series in there is the lightest one and the most powerful one, and it's crazy to think that we would just plug these things
I remember that Powersoft being there in Frankfurt, and you know, they were there with the blue. It was really, really surprising, and then especially, you know, if you then 20 years later they phone you and ask you to become it was for me really like, whoa, this is a big thing. And
yeah, I think there's some merit to that, though. You guys have been rocking it up there. Like we've had a few interesting campaigns for marketing, and you guys outdid us. I think Emma can put the picture somewhere here about what I'm talking about here. And it was already mentioned by Fabrizio.
Yeah, the car. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Yeah.
So going back to the early days when you started, you were telling me before you started off DJing. So your passion for music needs to sprawl somewhere in that field.
Yeah. So like everybody, you become like our DJ or like a musician.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I decided to be into DJ at school, and then I remember that when I was in the Netherlands, you can start your company when you're 18. So I remember the day that I had my birthday, I just got my own company, and we started as a rental company, DJing. Right. And then when I remember that 24, then we just I already employed two people, and I was still studying at graduating at university. So that was, we've always been in there and always been in the rental, always been, with the products, and then later on decided to focus from rental to distribution.
There you go. And the companies that you mentioned were Denon and Marantz in the beginning. Yeah, that's cool. Like these were some of the brands that you would see at your friend's house with a nice system, that you weren't allowed to touch.
Yeah.
But of course, I was going to touch it.
Yeah. And we when I entered the business, then we were still selling cassette decks, and then the mini disc came, and then Marantz and Denon merged, it became D&M Pro, and then they asked me to become the distributor for Denon, and that changed my life. That we, at that time, also internet developed, and we got the Euro.
Yeah.
So when these things combined, you got DJ, and DJ exploded at that time. We're talking about the Chesto time, that really like the start of house.
And this is interesting as well, because you being from the Netherlands, I mean, this is one of the core places for electronic music. You just mentioned Chesto, just to name one, but the underground scene over there is something to be seen. Emma will have to put like someone dancing here in one of those obscure raves, in one of those warehouse raves that you guys have.
I remember, that was a crazy time. I remember that you said hakken, that the kind of music, and then we called it the guys who were doing it, that we call gabbers. It's like a term they use in Amsterdam, like a friend. We would be gabbers.
All right.
And that's cool. I forgot that all, but that's true.
But did you get to see it from? Did you get to see it from the other point of view?
We were behind, of course.
Yeah, no, that's so
like
nice.
I always say, a DJ doesn't dance, but we were always, we were on the other side.
You were providing to dance.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and so of course, if you started in '97, that means that you still relied on vinyls, most of it, right? So the CDJ 100 came out right about that time, and it wasn't that diffused, It wasn't. And
so we went from vinyl to the switch to.
And do you still indulge in the art of digging and going for shops?
It's like I people don't believe it, but I don't have a Spotify account. So
that was kind of my next question. I was going to ask him about his Wrapped. Yeah, so you don't have Spotify.
I should not be proud of that, but I just believe in I play records. Vinyl. That's my thing.
There you go. Yeah. No. I mean, I don't have Spotify either. I'm a little bit of an elitist when it comes to that. And when I was a kid, I was like, I'm just going to get vinyls. And now I'm stuck. I don't know how to do it in any other way. And it's dumb, I know. But then again, there's the ethics behind it. I don't know if we can go into deep on the ethics behind how much artists are paid out of Spotify. But then again, what I do personally is just buy the vinyls, rip the music, and put it in my Plex, and so I have my little library. And as Moody Man would say, he would say, I have records that smell like 1967, and you can't put that into an iPod. That's one of his tunes, and so the physical, experience you get. It's so interesting, and going back to those early raves, I bet the feeling, the experience was much more analog. Care to go a little bit more into that?
Yeah, I think, but it was all we had, because in the Netherlands we lived near Germany, and there in Germany you had these big discotheques where really and you had Zak, and you had to. So it was a very interesting time where everybody came together. You had this music, this new music, and then of course the new hardcore music that was really underground. That was, you couldn't get there unless if you were invited, and that was cool.
And that is still happening now, right? It's coming back.
Yeah. When I look to my son is 16, and you've seen what kind of music they play right now, it has a complete revival.
There's hard techno that is it's a big thing now. I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but then again, it's so nice to see, if you study a little bit of the electronic music and the background of it, and you can really see the cycles of it coming back, and people just moving towards these types of sounds, especially in times of crisis like the one that we're experiencing right now. So I was going to ask you about your early days as a DJ, but we've already uncovered that. So what about how did you get started with the distribution side of the business? Yeah.
So for me that was an interesting time, because I was 24 and realized that rental was not the way forward, because it was it's just a lot of hours and hard work, and then somebody asked me, do you want to distribute Marantz? And then I met Mark Perrins, who was a director at the time, and he is still he's my mentor of life. He's still my mentor. I met him, and we did all the brands, and from distribution we went into from Marantz we went to we were phoned by Apart from Belgium. That grew very fast, the company, and from here we are now with Powersoft.
There you go. And it's another interesting topic you bring out, the one of mentorship. I feel like this is something that is definitely a big plus. It's not a requirement to get your foot inside the industry, because it's being such a passion-driven industry, all you need really is to know how to display that passion to the right people to get in. But then again, having a mentor is what really helps you skip some of the steps
Yeah.
and learn the mindset
Yeah.
that you have. And so do you have any, because one of the reasons why we're doing this is also to attract talent, you know, not just to Powersoft but to the industry as a whole. Do you have any tips for up and coming girls and guys that want to put their foot inside this industry?
Just as a business, as a distributor, yeah. I'm not sure. That's it.
Just get out there.
Yeah.
Just get out there and come to the shows. And I'm not meaning the club events. I mean.
No, I think that was it was easier in the early days for us to go to Frankfurt and of course the shows in Amsterdam and the RAI, ISE, and now it's in Barcelona. So I can imagine it's not that easy for people from the north of Europe to get there, but it's the place to be even in these days of online. It's definitely you have to be there.
Yeah, just go.
People
to
need to
ISE
see you, and it's good. It's just super important that and embrace everything and embrace the online business together with just being with your distributors. That's why I'm here today.
There you go.
Because I want it. I you know, we can do online things and we can call and we can whatever, but it's important that we see each other.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's always nice to come and experience it firsthand.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet. So this is interesting stuff. So it's ISE is coming up. I think this episode will come out right before. So if you guys are interested, it's one of the major, if not the major, trade show for AV integration.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been, it's a cool place to be for a week or so in Barcelona. Usually the weather is super splendid, and the nightlife as well. So I'll see you there. Well, Herjan, I think it's about time we test your skills as an audio engineer. And what better way than coiling up cables, right? For the infamous
time.
I'll get the sign out. The spaghetti challenge. So you've got some times to beat now.
Wow.
Lou is still up there with 11 seconds. I think you can beat it. I mean,
it is beatable.
It is beatable. I haven't tried. You can do whatever which you want with your cable. You can train it a little bit before, but this is yours, and I'm ready.
We just have to.
You can unwind it all. You can.
Like I did it before. Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't know who did it before. It wasn't me. I wouldn't have done it so nicely.
And this in 11 seconds. Oh, that is. It looks shorter in the.
Yeah, no, but that's.
I thought it was just 5 meters. What is it?
No, that's a regulamentary spaghetti challenge. DMX/XLR.
I think that Lube put this.
It could be an AES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't worry about it though. Like, there's no stress. 11 seconds to beat.
Who came up with the idea?
I don't know. It was a collective effort. Yeah, but it's.
They say it was you.
It could be. It could be. It could be. But I think I copied it from somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, imitation is the best kind of flattery. So.
Cool.
All right. Stopwatch is ready. So whenever you're ready.
I am very ready.
What technique are you using? Are you doing some over-unders? Or are you doing some? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I can already tell. There's some professionalism. 3, 2, 1, and go. See, I use that same technique. I got no time for over-unders.
This?
Oh, we got
Here we go.
9 seconds.
Here we go.
Lou, I am sorry.
It's not that bad.
Listen,
it's not that bad.
I could give you penalty for it, but nah, look at this. Look at this. See? I mean, it's better than I would do. So, 9 seconds. We got a new time to beat. And thank you. 9 seconds. Wow. Uh-oh. Who's going to go below that? Well, Herjan, it was an absolute pleasure having you here. And I'll see you in Barcelona.
See you there.
And there you go.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Till next time, remember to follow, subscribe, and do everything you need so that this thing can keep on going.